car in for service, and I couldn't make it to the normal Appleton place. So, with that, is there anybody else who'd like to check into the net? Call KB9AIT.
KB9AIT from N9CVR.
9CVR, I have you on the list. Anybody else like to check into the net? KB9AIT.
Good morning, Gary. This is KG9JP.
And I sent everybody a note that I wasn't going to be there except you. If you're there, I'm sorry. Anybody else like to check in? KB9AIT.
It's KC9VLP right here in Appleton.
And I got you, Roy, KC9VLP. Anybody else like to check into the Coffee Clutch net? This is KB9AIT.
KD9QHQ, Mike.
Got you on the list too, Mike. KB9QHQ. This is KB9AIT with the Wednesday version of the Coffee Clutch net. Anybody else like to check in? KB9AIT.
KB9AIT. This is KD9VVO Brian.
Got you on the list, Brian. KD9VVO. Anybody else like to check into the net? This is KB9AIT.
K4JCB.
Sorry, I clicked it just when I heard you. What's the call again?
Kilo 4 Juliet Charlie Bravo. K4JCB.
Channel list, K4JCB. KB9AIT, this is the Wednesday version of the Coffee Clutch Net. You can talk about anything you'd like. We just pass it from operator to operator. I'll give it one more time and give out the list to anybody else. KB9AIT. They got N9CVR, KG9JP, KC9VLP, KD9QHQ, KD9VVO, and K4JCB. Is there anybody else I missed? Guess not. All right, well, the question of the day is, and I don't think I gave this question before. If I did, somebody tell me. The properties in Monopoly are streets from what city? The question of the day. But you can still talk about anything you'd like. KB9AIT for N9CVR.
Oh gosh, that's a good one. I really want to say it's Chicago, but I'm probably wrong. I'm going to go with Chicago. I'm not sure. On to KG9JP from N9CVR.
Thank you, Chris. By the way, no, Gary, I did not go there. Larry's out of town, and so I figured he got the radio, and I didn't know that you sent a note, of course, but that's okay. I'm going to guess, just because originally I was thinking New York, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say Springfield. Why? Because I think there's 42 Springfields in the United States. It could be just about anywhere. For that, I'll turn it over, I believe, to Roy. KD9, I can't even remember. VLP, KC9VLP, God rest.
Okay, thanks, KC. This is KC9VLP. I can't think of them. The city, it's, they got the boardwalk in that city, and for 50 years, they broadcast the Miss America contest from it. It's, and I can't think of the name of the city right now. It's in New Jersey, I'm quite sure. I'm going to turn over to Mike, but you had this question once before, so I'm going to turn over Mike to KD9QHQ. Go ahead, Mike. This is KC9BLP, Roy.
Thanks, Roy. I think I used to know this, but I was also going to say it's someplace in New Jersey, just simply because of Boardwalk. You just think of New Jersey then. But other than that, I got nothing, and I will quick pass it over to Ryan, KC9VBO, I think it was, KD9QHQ.
Thank you, Mike. I think in Pennsylvania for Philly. See, I'm picking up, so I'll stick with that one.
K4JCB.
Thank you very much. The handle is John. I haven't checked into the monthly budget for quite some time. Had a little antenna problem here being in an apartment, so I think I've got it straight now. I'm also thinking New Jersey, and I think, I don't know, Atlantic City, New Jersey, and not that again. A4JCB.
Okay, and back to me, net control. It is Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's where Streets of Monopoly came from. All those properties are some street in Atlantic City. For me, a couple things. Man conditions look pretty decent today. 145 is a great number. The index is like 18, I think, but it comes down. So, and I noticed that 10 meters is very, very open today, and 6 meters even had a little bit of activity. So there's some stuff going on there. Let me reset. So this is more for Roy than anybody else. I put a new bird feeder up with peanuts in it, and it didn't take Blue Jays long to find out that we had peanuts in the offering out there. So we'd get one or two a year before that. Now they're here every day. They jump on the feeders, grab a nut, and they're gone. It's kind of cute, but that's the newest thing we did out there. So with that, let's see if there's anybody else out there who'd like to check in. KD9EIT, any other check-ins? Okay, let's go to round 2, N9CBR.
All right, thank you, Gary. And basically at the end of the list there, when people started saying New Jersey, I was like, oh, yeah, it's Atlantic City. Oh, well, Monopoly was never a game I was super fond of because I kind of feel like, everybody wants to get Boardwalk, but basically whoever gets Park Place, I'd say 3/4 of the time is going to win anyway, but it's a long, slow death, and I don't like long, slow deaths. So not too much going on otherwise from here. I was messing around with the ADMS 7 software from Yaesu to try to program my MTM 400, and wow, did that not work very well. Just kind of being a turd. So I think I've given up on that, and I will do it manually because I don't really want to pay for RT systems. But that's about all I've got. So again, on to Casey from N9CBR.
Very good. Well, sorry to hear that the software is not working well for you, Chris. I have an old FT2ER, and the software is great, and it saved me a lot of money, and don't need to buy any cables. And I've been using it for years, but of course, the radio since it came to high cable bug. I got my little cat that just jumped up on me. Band conditions are good, Gary, as you said. I've been actually on 12 this morning, and I worked Georgia, not the state Georgia, the country Georgia, and that was a new one for me. Plus, I did work Cameroon. There's a DXpedition to Cameroon right now. There's a bunch of DXpeditions, actually. And that one I actually worked on 40 last night. Really easy, as a matter of fact, so I was kind of surprised. So always nice when that happens. And I've got my little black cat. Well, she's just walking all over me right now. She is apparently wanting to say hello to everybody. So, with that, I will turn it on to Roy, KC9VLP from KG9JV.
Okay, thanks, Casey. With your new bird feeder, is it squirrel proof, or you're just lucky that the blue jays got there before the squirrels? I think the squirrels like to take those. Are you using peanuts in the shell, or are they peanuts that are already shelled? But if the peanuts are in the shell, the squirrels just love to bury that thing everywhere. You find them in the flower beds and everywhere you go, they're buried someplace. So I was just wondering if that new feeder is squirrel proof. So with that, in about an hour, we're going to leave here and go and visit the Thompson Center, which is a senior center here in Appleton. It's over on the south side of town. At St. Bernard's, Bernadette, is going to be moving to Appleton Building and College in the future. After the library gets done, the library is now temporary movement from what was Best Buy over to the Habitat Building on the east end of College Avenue. So, with that, and this afternoon we got another meeting that we're meeting to security on the road. A group of people at Primrose. I want to pass this over to Mike at KD9QHQ. Go ahead, Mike. This is KC9VLP, Roy.
Thanks, Roy. I don't know much going on today. I'm sitting here waiting for stuff at work, and while I'm sitting here doing nothing, I broke out the old locks and the lockpick set. Figured I should practice some of my lockpicking. This thing I've been doing for a few years, but you don't do it for a while and you lose practice, and there's locks I'm like struggling with that I used to just be able to pop right open. So realize that that's not a skill that just comes back like riding a bike. So got some work to do there. Other than that, maybe if I get time, I might pop on and see if fire up the old FT8 machine, which I haven't done in a while. See if I can get any new countries, because apparently, as they said, conditions are good. So take a look at that. With that, I will pass it on to KT9BBO. This is KT9QHQ.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, conditions are pretty good this morning. I've already been on 17 meters, 15 meters, 10 meters, 20 meters. So it's been pretty good already. Typically, I don't do that well at this time in the morning, but yeah, that's not much going on today. I was supposed to be working in one of the units over here, but I got flooring getting put in, so I think I have the day off today. Nice day. I love days like this. I don't know why, but most people like to just sleep. But I don't know when it rains or snows. I mean, it's just kind of a day to do whatever, I guess. But that's about it. I'll pass it on to K4JCP John. This is KD9BBO.
KD9BBO or K4JCP returning my business on that. Not much happening here today. We had doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock and require practice at 6:30. So other than that, just get back a little bit. Do some surfing on the internet. What I prefer.
good. Yeah, Casey was alluding to a couple of the expeditions. 825R is out there from Botswana, and I see on 12 meters you call it CQ on the SDA. So I worked it yesterday. And Roy, with the feeder, yes, I feed them peanuts in the shell, and it's on a pole that the squirrels can't get to. So I've got a guard on it. They've tried. They can't get to it. So only the blue jays get it. So with that, we'll do a quick see if anybody's out there, and we'll just do a 73 round caller a day. I have to work Fremont today. I'm doing the shipping because our partner Terry is in Florida with family illness. There's help down there. He's down there. Then the motorhome broke down, and was going to be back end of next week. I'm doing the shipping, so I got to go get some stuff. So with that, is there anybody else like to check into the last round? KP90IT. Let's do a 73 round and start her off with Chris.
All right, thank you, Gary. Yeah, interesting comments there about the lock picking. We had a situation where we have an electric lock, and we tried to. It basically had some sort of software glitch and locked us out once, and so I thought, hey, let me pick up some lock picking stuff and see if I can get into it. Then I tried a couple other locks. Master locks are crazy easy to pick. Master lock lockout locks are, as far as I can tell, impossible, and then anything else I wasn't able to do either. So, yeah, that was a very short-lived hobby when I realized exactly how hard it is to pick locks. So, kudos on that one. Otherwise, 73, I pulled in here into work, so I'm gonna call it and be clear after this. But yeah, 73 to everybody. Have a good day, and we'll see you on the air. This is N9CBR.
Very good, 73, Chris. And have a good day at work. Gary, you're right. I actually worked 825R too. By the way, yesterday I did check. I guess I don't want to say confirm, but if you go to their website and look up, your call, it says that I worked them on 30 meters, which I know that's your favorite band to work stuff on. So I don't know if that's where you work them. Otherwise, might go out later today if it clears up a little bit. If it's not too rainy, might do those little hikes or something like that. But that's about it. I will turn it over to Roy and say 73, everybody. KC9VLP to take it. This is KC9JJ.
Station.
Well, the station, go ahead. Okay, Roy, KC9VLP.
Trying to get in there, try one more time. Trying to get in.
KC9WVL, Joe here in Oshkosh. Got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. My son wants to get into ham radio, and I can't remember the online test. Learning of the book, things like that. Does everybody have a favorite on the internet that you might be able to work with easy?
Okay, I'll go first. I don't know what Patrick's house I say KC9WVL, that's right. But I'll give you my 2 cents worth on how I made technician in general, and I still hope to make extra someday. I took that class one, but I have to pay for it. But I did ham tests online. It's very easy to follow. It costs us money though, but I can't remember if it's $24 or $29, $39. But you will guarantee to be passed. You'll guarantee to pass. Because I only had one wrong on my technician. When I took it about 12 years ago, and then 1 year later, I passed the general with 100% correct. So it's a very, very good program. And it's just ham test online. You can Google that. They were going to go out of business, but they're back in business again. So that's my 2 cents. Where there are free ones out there. I know that Mike, our president, gave me a couple downloads for my handheld, my Appleton phone. I think we downloaded some programs that, but this basically answering the questions on the test. Ham test online will tell you some theory. You read about a paragraph or two of theory, give you a chance to answer some questions, and if you don't get the question right, about 4 more questions down the line, it asks you again, and it'll repeat until you start consistently getting the answer right to those questions. Enough rambling on. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to turn it over to Mike and anybody else that wants to give some information on getting your test. So K89QHU, this is K89VLP Roy.
Let me see if I got it.
I used hamstudy.org a few years ago. It's not as it's not really lesson based. It's you can get an app for your phone. I think at most it's like $5 for the app, and then you have it permanently. But it just runs you through practice tests and question pools and stuff, and it's kind of a memorization thing. Here's all the questions, here's the answers for it, and then if you get the answer wrong, or whenever you answer it, you can look, and they have like some like tips or whatever for remembering the answer to the question or explanation of why that's the answer out of the questions. But that was a route I went for tech in general, which I took both at the same time, passed both at the same time a few years back. But that was kind of the route I went. Worked pretty good. Hamstudy.org. They get they're nonprofit, and I believe they're kind of funded by Signal Stick, which is a company that makes kind of like these 3D printed antennas for handheld radios for HTs, which are really nice little antennas. I got a couple. So that's the route I went, and I will say 73, everybody, and I will pass it on to Brian, K9QHQ.
Thank you, Mike. I think they're all really good. I remember when I was studying for my technicians, I did like 3 or 4 of them, I think, all at once. I just really enjoyed it. I got kind of sucked into it, but they're all basically the same. But anyhow, talking about those blue jays, Gary, you got me going here now. I'm sitting here looking at my bird feeders, and these blue jays are like gangsters, man. They come out of nowhere in the morning. They take over the bird feeder and keep all the little guys off. And I either got to shoo them away or just let nature take its course. I see now that all the little guys are hanging out up in the tree here, so it looks like they all had a pretty fair morning. Anyhow, that's my 2 cents in life. This is KD9BBO. I will pass it on to John, K4JCB 73.
Well, thank you very much, and 73 to everybody. I'm sitting here looking out also plenty of birds, but no squirrels. That makes me sad. I've only been here 2 years, a little over 2 years. Moved up here from Georgia, and patio door on the second floor of an apartment building. And plenty of birds come, but I haven't seen a squirrel yet. So I'm very close to the cemetery across the street with lots of trees, but I haven't seen any squirrels. So looking forward to maybe seeing a gray squirrel or a fox squirrel come back maybe this winter. So anyway, good morning to everybody. 7:30 around, and I look forward to working with that. K4JCB, Kimberly, I'll be clear.
And maybe Casey can jump in on this also. Last I knew, Larry had a study guide that he had put together. And I think you can get it if you go to his website, WA9TT, WA9TT Whiskey Alpha 9 Tango Tango, in the search bar of Yahoo. His website will come up, and if you just contact him and say, geez, you have to study. Do you still have a study guide for whatever you're looking for? I know he did have it, and maybe Casey was not going to see. I know Larry's out of town right now. He won't be back till Monday, I think, or a little later. So, but if he has it, he'll certainly send you the link for it. Is that right yet, Casey? KB90IK?
Very good. I'm looking at his site right now, and I don't see it, so I don't know. I know he will be back. Well, maybe it might have changed. He does have different articles, though. There's something where it says O&M, and down there might be something there. Well, in any case, I know he'll be back. I think he's going to come back Friday. Well, he may change that, because originally he was coming back for the Nebraska football game, even though he's in Nebraska. But they're going to show that on Peacock, and the bar won't be able to get Peacock. So no game at the bar. So I don't know what he's going to do, but I know that he's gone to Nebraska for a few days. So no, all those suggestions are fine. Anyone will probably do. You play around with them, do which one you like. My questions will be the same no matter what. Unless he's updated something, remember questions will change every 3 years. So. All right, I'll turn it back to Gary, KB90IK.
The only thing I know of Larry's had to request is because he sent the link. So, anyway, it's another option. But just go to Yahoo, also type in amateur radio, novice, or general, or whatever test you want. You're liable to get the feedback really quick. So, also, the books you can find. That's what I used. I used the book material. That was a long time ago. So, anyway, thanks everybody for checking in. Do appreciate it. I'll be back on Friday, and I'll see everybody on the radio then. KB90IK.
Well, thank you very much, KB90IK. Yeah, my technician class book was from 2010, and that's been a while ago, and I couldn't remember the online one that I used, but we're going to give all of these a try and see what happens. Thanks again, guys. I'm just listening just every day, so you guys hit me with a lot of information. I like it. KC9WBL, Joe and Oshkosh. Thanks and goodbye.